Hey there everyone, my name is Monkey Shrapnel from the Guys Who Play Games, back with some more Final Fantasy IX. But before, no, but, let me, what are the words I'm trying to say? Last time, oh wow, we're on the front row, that's funny, right, yeah. Last time, we went through, well, the place we're in right now, Guzamuk's Grotto. The Sacred Room, that's cool, it's a cool name. And we, what? Man, I'm tongue-tied. It's late. I'm recording this late because if I don't record this today, nothing's gonna be happening for a while. So, we're gonna equip the butterfly sword because I didn't even notice we mastered the thing last time. Let me look at anything else I might have mastered. Like, I can give him the core wing for Insomniac. Like, why not? We just got Knight, so that'd be sweet. Let me just double because I want to backtrack through Guzamuk's Grotto for us to go ahead and grab some stuff, right? Because we just got our water chocobo, or I guess our shallows chocobo. So that means we can go back and grab some more things. Yeah, I'll cut out all the fights is the thing, because like we've seen everything in here. There's no reason, and I'm just gonna be backtracking. Yeah, so I'll just cut out all this and then, I'll see you when stuff happens. So, if we head back into the forest with our Chocobo now... Who is that Chocobo, Kupo? Where is Choco? I'm not sure what happened, but he is definitely Choco. You're right, Kupo, but why? Oh! Legend was true, Kupo! I'll tell you a secret. I'm looking for paradise on Earth. Only chosen Chocobos can evolve and lead their master to that paradise, Kupo. Let's evolve Choco so we can go to that. Let's evolve Choco so we can go to that paradise, Kupo. Yeah, he just reacts and goes like, oh, what's going on? All that jazz. We don't really need anything. Yeah, so now that we have our pal here, there's a couple, new Chocobos we can find. So we can get a small beach here. It's a beach on a small island, a great place to vacation, Kupo. There's nothing there, but it's my favorite place, Kupo. And off the top of my head, I want to say that's to, well, let's look at where it is on the map. I know where it is relative, I forget where it is absolutely. It is over here, so I guess to the east. Forget where it is, though. It's like... something like... ooh, not this beach. Maybe it's the next one. It's one of the beaches over here. I always forget where this is off the top of my head. Because there's like a bunch of beaches over here, but it's like, oh, they're all pretty similar looking. Wait, maybe I'm wrong. See, here's the yeah, this is the trick with... wait, maybe... okay, maybe the thing I'm wrong about is that maybe this isn't... off... like, it could just be, like, here. Like, is it in the water? No, it has to be in the water, because it needs the water ability. Okay, maybe it's more over here, then. It might actually be off the beach straight from the forest. But, I'll check over here, too, quickly. Actually, maybe, I think I just find the, I think I found the other one. Actually, I got them mixed up. So here's Bird's Eye Lagoon, actually, is the one I accidentally found. That's what was wrong. There's so many small islands surrounding the Mist Continent, Kupo. Try changing your point of view with R2, Kupo, yeah, because if you look at this from above, it's very obvious that it looks kind of like a bird's head. Wait, actually, it might, wait. Am I wrong again? Dude, I feel like an idiot. What's wrong with me? I've somehow got them both wrong. Okay. Okay. That's kind of embarrassing, but that's kind of the fun of it, is it's like I'm sitting here looking like an idiot. That's gotta be the beach right there. So I wasn't wrong, I'm just stupid and wasn't persistent enough. It is off the beach from the forest, though, I think, like, yeah, over here. You just kind of go around and there it is. Yeah. I'm feeling dumb, embarrassed, but you know, there it is. We found it. Bam. Is it on the thing? Sometimes they can be a little tricky finding these just because they are surprisingly precise. They want you to be in a specific spot just on this Chocograph. It's funny though, because you get rising suns from this thing. Like, let's take a look here for a sec. Look at what we just picked up. So we just got 8 rising suns from that thing. However, if we look at the description for rising sun, throwing weapon, more powerful than the pinwheel. It is used with the command throw and cannot be equipped. We don't have anyone with throw. In fact, we're not actually going to get anyone with throw for quite a while. Just, you know, spoiling that right now. We also got the Oak Staff, and the Oak Staff, whoo boy, this thing is stupid good right now. So first of all, it bumps up Vivi's attack 23, which as you can see is higher than everyone else's right now, despite being the mage. It also gives them Stop, Bio, and Drain. Stop is obviously, like, this staff is phenomenal for the Excalibur 2 Perfect game because Stop is so much better for, you know, dealing with mandatory encounters in the next couple areas rather than having to use, you know, Quenna's Petrify Fork. Because this is just like, you know, like a 50-50 chance of working, give or take, most of the time. Whereas, you know, the Petrify Fork is only like 10 to 20%-ish. But also it has Bio and Drain, and Bio in particular is stupid good. So Bio is non-elemental, so, you know, like, it doesn't get, you can't boost it, but it also is completely unaffected by any elements from monsters. Not only that, but the damage it does right now is ridiculous. You'll be doing like over 1,000 damage with Bio generally. At a point in the game where with boosted and a weakness with Blizzard, we're doing like 800, you know. So you can see how stupidly strong that is. And then that's not to mention the fact that Bio can even poison, right? We don't even have access to regular poison yet, and now we can use Bio because, you know, Chocograph. Like, here's the thing with Chocograph hunting. Chocobo Hunting Code is really good for keeping you topped off, but Chocographs are like, they're mad good. Like, they are. I would say they're almost like I'm not the kind of person who likes to toss around the word overpowered super much. Let's look at this island, by the way, because, yeah, here's Bird's Island. I don't like tossing around the word overpowered too much, but Chocographs really are overpowered, because, like, the stuff you get just right now, like, we just got a Magician Rope. Once again, that's something we won't be getting normally for a long-ass time. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's a little hard to tell with the shallow waters. You can't tell, basically, the dark blue. I should even say the darker blue is deep water, and the lighter blue is shallow. It's kind of hard to tell in the fog, in the misty fog, though. Because there's a lighter water near the beaches, but that's not the same thing. Although you can walk in that regardless with Brief Chocobo. But yeah, let's take a look at that Magician Robe we just got. We also just got a bunch of nice things. We got some potions and stuff, which is great. But yeah, here's the Magician's Robe, by the way. Look how much that just boosts Vivi's defense by. Not to mention it even gives them magic. And it gives them magic defense too. And like, we're not getting anything for anything else. Like, I mean, I might as well just equip it. It gives them Auto Potion, which I can take a look at that too. Auto Potion is, quite literally, yeah, automatically uses potion damage. Anytime you take a hit, if a character has Auto Potion equipped, they'll heal themselves for 150 HP with a potion. And a cool little quirk of Auto Potion is that if you have no potions, then you'll actually use high potions instead, so you can heal 450 per hit. Like, Auto Potion is really good for how cheap it is. Like, obviously it isn't cheap in this, like, it uses your potions, so like, it can kind of suck in that regard. But like right now, for example, like, we don't even have a healer, so like, Auto Potion is great. I'm not gonna have it equipped right now, just to, like, save on, you know, so I'm not using up my potions super quickly, but like, Auto Potion's great. We also got that ability for Zidane, right? What's that? But we're gonna wait until, you know, we have an applicable situation to use it. I'm gonna tell you, you know, What's That is a very interesting skill because it has a lot of, Well, it has two uses, but one of them isn't super obvious because like the game doesn't tell you. Like, here I'll even look at a description of what's that here. Like what when you look at like what says 2 MP, so it's really cheap. All it says is it allows a back attack, and it does kind of do that, but that's a little like not super like true. It kind of does that, but that's not even 100% true. Whoa! I knew there was something on the stairs. What was that? I knew that was there, but I didn't find it the first time. There we go. Mithril gloves. I think we already have mithril gloves though, because I think that's a steal, which is kind of funny. But there, you know, there's. I'm glad I found that. You know, we didn't miss that. So, anyways, yeah, I'll meet you outside the grotto. All right, we're out of the grotto, and now we're gonna head straight to Burmecia, right over here. And the cool thing is that when you approach Burmecia, it starts raining. Because, as we'll find out here, once we enter Burmecia... So, this is Freya's home. What are you doing? Get over here. You know, I totally forgot to mention. I was going to mention this when we were backtracking through the grotto, but I kind of skipped it all. The song that plays in the grotto is Freya's theme. Like, not even like, that's literally just, that's what the song's called. That's Freya's theme. And there's a bunch of remixes of it in the game because, you know, this game has a big heart-on for leitmotifs, and that's kind of why I like the music in this game so much, because it's like, you know, there's so much music, and, there's an argument to be made that like doing too much can be a little like repetitive, but like I don't think this game ever really gets anywhere near any sort of level of like, oh, this song's boring, because like, yeah, this is like the same tune, but it's like the voices make it feel completely different. You know what I mean? Anyways, it's been 5 years. I've been away for so long. Not a night went by when I didn't dream about home. I can't believe I'm here. I'm no longer the selfish child I was 5 years ago. The time has come to serve my kingdom as a Burmecian Dragon Knight once again. I'll do what I can to help. Me too. I help too. Let's go. Burmecia, Realm of Eternal Rain. Yeah, so in Burmecia it's always raining, because the mist just happens to make it always rain here. What can I do for my kingdom? This is not the time. And hey, so basically what we've got here is a town dungeon, essentially. And I believe, oh wait, maybe not over here. Somewhere on the screen there's an item we can pick up, but I always forget where it is. It'll be a good chance to look at the encounters for this area, though. Because there's a, you know, as usual, we're in a new area, new monsters, all that jazz. Although, funny enough, hey, look, it's an Iron Knight. Remember these dudes from earlier? Yeah, they're here, too. So, I believe these guys are weak to ice, and we just gave Vivi an ice thing, so watch how much damage this back smack's about to do. Bam! 324, that's some damage. Steal a high potion from it. Give a good smashy poo. And you know what? I bet you Quina could just eat it. That was a great back attack. Oh, it's not, damn it. I fell for my own trick. And now it's going to use its move that we didn't get to see earlier. Flame. Flame is actually a percentage-based attack, just like Aqua Breath. I think it's it's a weird number. It's like it does 24% instead of, or something like that. I forget. It's not like a whole number. It's some weird random number. But yeah, Vivi's doing some mad damage right now just by smacking stuff, and it's kind of fun. I mean, obviously, I could also just have him sit back and play Zara, because that's doing a lot of damage too. But you know, it's kind of, this is one of the few opportunities you get to have Vivi be a physical attacker. So like, it's kind of fun to do that. You know what I mean? Good thing we got a bunch of potions and stuff, because yeah, we're going through them pretty quick. Now, where is the thing I want? I think, oh yeah, it's by the thing here. Received cancer. That's the people love to meme on this because, you know, cancer is one of the whatchamacallit, Stelatios. It's one of the thingy-majingers. It's astrology, right? Yeah, it's one of the, you know, things. Cancer. Received in Burmecia, one of the many Stelatio in the world. Cancer. Cancer headed to the cape where Virgo waited. The sun was setting into the ocean. Would he finally see her? Stelatio story. Did I read these? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, people love to meme on that one because it's kind of funny. It's like received cancer. Like, it's like, oh crap, you know. It is them again. Most persistent they are. Black mages. Kill. And there they are. More black mages. Of course, since we just fought a, Gazamaluke and, got a bunch of stuff, these guys aren't going to be very scary anymore. I love that the rain's even in the battle. Like, it looks so cool. Alright. I'm pretty sure a smack from both of these characters should do more than enough. There you go. Bam, dead. Vivi doesn't have any killer abilities, so he's not as strong as you might expect. I mean, he can steal his 10s for these guys, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's funny though, because now that we have that magician robe that that we picked up from the thing for Vivi, Vivi can sit in the front row and take way less damage than everyone else. Smack. So cool thing is that you'll see here, Vivi's not doing his victory animation. And that is, that's not like a bug or anything. That's because at certain points in the story, certain characters that are undergoing because this is like a big deal for Vivi, right? He's killing black mages, right? And because of that, he doesn't do his victory animation anymore. Because it's like, I guess you could say during moments of distress or, during high tension moments for characters, they stop doing their victory animation. The general will punish you for this. Yes, very scary it is when the general gets mad. And it's pretty cool the game does that, because they didn't have to. It's it's a cool detail, because it's been they've kind of done stuff like that in the past, but it's never been character specific, It's a battle will fade out and you won't get a victory animation, but here it's it's for a specific character, right? Which is really cool. I believe we get encounters indoors. Oh yeah. Can't go there yet. There are, I believe, 3 different monsters we encounter in this area. One of them is the Iron Knight, but there's also, yeah, basilisks. Oh, and we got a back attack. Wow. That's a good opportunity to show off our new ability that we just got. We got What's That? So What's That does a couple things, but What's That is supposed to do is it turns the enemies around and lets us basically get a standard back attack on them. It doesn't reset their ATB bar, unfortunately, but it does flip them around. So we can get bonus damage with Freya and Vivi. But one thing that they don't, when you use What's That, it targets everyone. And you might think, well, that's weird, because why, if it just allows a back attack, why does it affect us? And that is because when we use What's That, not only does it turn the enemies around, but it resets our rows to the default. So when we use this, now we're in the front row. And now we can attack with Vivi here and get big damage on this guy. Bam, one-shots it. Which is, a nice side effect. So What's That is really useful for back attacks, basically. If you get back attacked, you can just use What's That to basically flip everyone's row instead of doing it one at a time. You basically save a bunch of attacks. Or I guess a bunch of actions, as it were. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen these guys do anything yet, because these guys are also our first source of Petrified. They can inflict gradual Petrify on us, but neither of them wanted to do it, so we're just going to kill them. They did. Hey, wow, 1,000 gil. That's our first source of 1,000 gil. That's pretty cool. But yeah, What's That is I think it's kind of an underrated ability. I almost never see anyone use it. For the cheap price of 2 MP, it's it's awesome for getting you out of back attacks. But even then, there's lots of things you can combo it. A big thing is, especially now that we have Knight, you can put the enemies to sleep and then flip them around, and then basically get 2.5. It's 2.25 times damage because it multiplies together, right? If you multiply 100 by 1.5, it goes up to 150, and then the next one will multiply that again to 225, so you get that much damage, right? Which is really nice. I mean, fuck it, let's throw out a mustard bomb and see if it actually works. Be cool. We haven't even seen it hit yet. It's missed every time we've used it, and it continues to not impress because our luck is poor, which is kind of funny. Hey, at least get to see Gradual Petrify now. Pachoo! Puts on a 10-second timer. Now, even though it's 10 seconds, it's not full, like, it isn't like an actual, like, 10-second timer, right? Like, it starts at 10, and it slowly gets, you know, lower, but it's like, it's not 10 seconds fully because it's relative to, like, your spirit stat, right? The higher your spirit stat is, actually, I think, funny enough, I think the higher your spirit stat is, the faster the timer goes. So it's actually weaker right now, but later in the game it'll be faster, basically. But yeah, you can see that with all these enemies are weak to ice, so Vivi's great here, just physically attack. I mean, even if you're not physically attacking with him, you can just slap him in the background. You can just, like, obliterate most things with Blizzard right now, the ice boosting damage. But, you know, like I said, this is the only real opportunity you have where Vivi being a physical attacker is really viable, so, like, you might as well, right? It's fun. Anyways, let's head over here. So this is basically the other side. We didn't get to see this earlier. I hope we see... Oh, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I know we'll see the third enemy because there's a fourth enemy, actually, I forgot to mention. Because unlike the other ones, this enemy isn't... this fourth enemy is a fixed encounter because there's mimics here. Look at that. Fake and Bean treasure chest, the son of a gun. And when you encounter a mimic, before anything happens, it will use an ability called Call. It snaps its fingers, and our final enemy shows up. Magic Vices. These are basically stronger versions of the Vices we saw earlier. And since these guys are really strong, I'm actually gonna straight up Blizzard it because these guys are pretty strong, and we can't eat them because... Oh, they can eat Quina though. Look at that. Look at that little animation of him turning him into a ball. I always love how goofy it looks. Blah! And he spits it out like he spit out cat. Wow, that did no damage? Holy shit. Why didn't that do any damage? I am confused. Oh yeah, these guys can mug us. And these guys are actually scary because they can steal a lot more than just potions. So you have to be careful about that. Because now I realize I have to be careful because if it gets an opportunity to, it can definitely I don't think we can eat it, actually. Yeah, that's the problem. I think it's about to run. So all I can do is attack with Zidane and maybe it doesn't die, but I'm pretty sure it's dead, yeah. They're not super strong, which is unfortunate. Because we can eat them for actually a very useful ability. But yeah, you can see how, also, I didn't even mention it before, yeah. Zidane has different animations when he has the Thief Sword. He, like, you know, has a different idle stance, he attacks differently, and he even has a different, like, you know, victory animation, which is pretty cool. I won't spoil it, but there's not that many cases of that, but there are a couple characters who get weapons with different animations. And it's not always the characters you'd expect. So I can push this door over here, but, like, you can see, like, we can't do anything with it, right? Yeah, it won't budge. And that's because we can come over here. So there's this little thing here. You can kind of tell that it's sticking out, but you have to be careful because if you run across this thing drops immediately. So you have to walk, like, use the D-pad with circle or slightly tap the thing. You walk across it, and you can get this chest here for Germanus boots. If you run across this, you actually lose access to these boots permanently. It's obviously not a big deal because, you know, it's not like there's no other way to get these. Like, we already have a couple pairs of it, but, you know, it's interesting, you know, that it's like it's like one of the very few just like straight up permanently missable items. So how come that did no damage? I'm curious. He ate Quina and didn't do any damage. I wonder why. Maybe the damage is... I don't know. That's interesting. Let me check. Do I have antibody equipped? Because, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Because, spoilers, those, the mimics can use poison. And yeah, if you run across this now, it drops. Now it can go down there, though. Ah, get in there. I'm going to get an encounter. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad to get an encounter. I want to get an encounter with magic vices. I want to eat one before I leave. Or I guess before we finish the area. I might actually hang out outside, but like, the thing is, I know that, so you can also talk to these poor dead Prometheans, and they're just silent. I kind of want to idle around here to see if I can get an encounter with a magic vice, but I know like the encounter rate isn't, well, there you go. I mean, there, that's good enough. So let's have Zidane does the most damage right now on these guys. So let's have Zidane attack one and see if we can heal. Yeah, there's the spell we learned from Magic Hammer. That depletes our MP by a lot, as you can see there. Oh, he one-shot. That sucks. So, actually, you know what? Then maybe if Fran attacks, he should actually be able to eat it then. No! God! Freya's been getting a ludicrous amount of critical hits. Usually you'll see like 1 or 2 critical hits, you know, every like hour. Freya's getting them all the freaking time. Magic Vices drop ethers though, which is awesome because that's like that's actually a good like easy way to get ethers right now that we wouldn't normally. In fact, I'm actually going to use that one we just picked up because why not? But yeah, that blows. I can't believe he killed it. Well, let's hang around a little longer. See if we can get another encounter. I want a Magic Vice. Actually, you know what? There's more than one Mimic, so hopefully we can just have Freya attack the Mimic and get it from the Mimic, right? And there you go. Yeah, there's our Mimic. So Freya, stop being so goddamn swole and getting critical hits. Oh, that's weird. The sound effect seems to be bugged. That's probably an emulation thing. It's because the sound effects of I noticed that the sound emulation of the emulator I'm using is weirdly inconsistent. Like it tends to like, yeah, that did no damage. Is E based on how much damage it's taken? I wonder. That can't be. That would make no sense. Well, he's about to die, so let's Stolen Echo Screen now. Freya, please do not kill this dude. Thank you. Okay, let's... Surely that's enough to eat it. Yeah! Magic Hammer! Awesome. And once these things have, there you go, calls. That's weird. I might show that off after. Like, I might literally, like, reload the save file just to be like, this is what it sounds like. Yeah, when he calls... it doesn't summon a new one right away. I guess, let's see, is it about to take damage? Will Quina take damage now? Why does Quina take no damage from that? That's weird. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't remember it being weird. I thought it was just a weird normal attack, so who knows? I want to avoid giving this thing too many things to attack though, because it can steal more than just potions from you, so you have to be careful about that. Oh, so this thing can use potion or poison on us, but it has yet to do that, which is kind of funny. It's gonna eat Freya. I wouldn't be surprised if this does no damage to Vivi too. That's so weird. Why isn't it doing damage? Boom, dead. Yeah, call basically, like, I think call happens basically instantly, but anything that's queued up will still out-prioritize it. So yeah. Wow, almost 2,000 gil. Yeah, because I guess we killed 2 Magic Vices. So yeah, Magic Hammer. Let's look at that here. Magic Hammer only costs 2 MP, which is awesome, and it reduces the enemy's MP. So... unlike other stuff like Lancer, for example, Magic Hammer is actually really good at depleting monster MP because that is like its dedicated function. And I'll go over that, you know, more next time we see some dudes. So here we can talk to these dudes. Ugh, get the bell by the bed and go to the palace. Protect the king, please. I forget there's encounters in here, but yeah, now if you don't talk to him, this until you talk to that guy, this little indicator won't show up. You can look under the bed here. Where is it? Just forget it. You can go look under the bed for a protection bell. Let's take a look at that, because this is different than the other bells. Opens the protection door. We seek the meaning of life because we are mortal. Philosopher Minu. That's actually awesome. An awesome, like, little description of the item, given what the game is about. I think there's a chest over here which gives us an ether, which is awesome. Oh yeah, there are encounters in here. I'm gonna try to run away because I don't feel like fighting these guys. I've already gotten a lot of experience from you just from killing magic vices accidentally. So I will just go ahead and defend with these two, steal what Zidane, and just try to run. And if Vivi gets if someone gets petrified, well, big whoop. It steals pretty much like 99% of the time. If an enemy inflicts a status effect, you can probably steal the item that cures it, yeah, from them. There we go, thank God. Don't have to worry about getting petrified. 100 gil, not bad. Alright, let's get out of here. Unless there's something in this corner? No. Go out to the balcony. I don't think there's anything in here yet. Let's just get going. We gotta head over back to that door. Which means we gotta walk all the way over there again and get more encounters. I mean, there's not really anything I can really talk about at this point, other than just like, let's just keep beating the hell out of things. Ooh, a back attack. Wow. Let's beat him up. Boom, dead. Ooh, he lived. Oh, let's attack it with Quina. Steal a soft from it, and whambo. Quina's doing some good damage right now. And let's finish this dude off. We even got softs after battle and a potion to heal up that damage we just did. How much softs do we have? We already have 28 softs. Like, only fought them a couple times. We're already like drowning in them. I think Petrify. Yeah, Petrify must. Actually, does it? I forget if Petrify lasts after battle. I actually don't remember. I think it does. I want to say, like, surely it must. And yeah, you can see the bell up there. The bell in your hand shattered. And finally we get to see some new faces. Well, kinda. Zidane. Burmesia's royal palace is beyond these steps. It must be in ruins, just like everything else. I can't bear to see it like that. I understand, but we can't go back now. We have to find out who's behind this. I want to find out who those guys were, and why I look like them. Look, Vivi's scared too, but we have to face reality. Come on, Freya, it'll be okay. Vivi, do you really know what you're doing? The answer you seek may forever change your life for the worst. Yeah, but I have to. I have to find out who I am. I'm scared. What if I'm not even human? Vivi. What you talking about? I'm not human, but you definitely human. Someone's coming. Who are you? Hey, it's Dan. Are you in league with the Black Mages? No! You're lying! There's a Black Mage right behind you! No! I never... No, I didn't do anything. I would never hurt anyone, you know, says the guy who's definitely cast magic at someone before. Lies! He's telling the truth. Freya? It's good to see you, Dan. Damn, I haven't seen you in years. Where you been? Actually, this isn't the best time to talk. We gotta get out of here fast. There are black mages swarming all over this palace. All over this place. Yeah, it's our first time seeing Burmesian kids, too. What are you waiting for? Where is the king? I don't know. I didn't see him in the palace. Well, I'm going. I got my own family to worry about. Freya, forget about the king. Get out of here. We're no match for those black mages. I will protect my home and my king at any cost. Let's go to the palace. I mean, it's funny they say it, but I feel like the black mages are not... Like, they're scarier than some of the other monsters, but, like, the Iron Knights are pretty scary, too. Oops. Well, I mean, that's kind of because I kind of idled. Sometimes it can be hard to tell. There's hidden items everywhere. And, like, I can't do, I can do my best. Wow. Actually, I don't remember if I've ever gotten a battle here before. Look at that cool background. Ooh, back attack. Like, it's got the crumbled stairs and everything. That's a pretty cool environment. Nah, we're gonna run. Screw you. Drop 26 skill. So if you go upstairs right now, I think you get like there's like a different screen, but like that's because like you have to come down here first before I can go anywhere. Come on, dear, we have to go now. I can't move anymore. Go on without me. No, I can't do that. Remember that promise we made each other in front of Master Gazamaluk? How could I forget? But my only wish now is for you and our child to survive. Please bear a healthy child, darling. Raise him to be strong. Yeah, there's your little insight that Master, like, I don't think they ever say this explicitly, but like, they never say anything explicitly, do they? That, basically they told, marriage ceremonies in front of Master Gazamaluk. Oh, Cal! It's too dangerous to stay here. You have to escape to Lindblum. I'm sure Regent Cid will protect you. But my husband, he was hurt by those black mages. He can't move. How can we possibly escape to Lindblum? Look out! Bam. Whew, that was close. Jeez. Thanks. Thank you. Way, Cal, are you alright? Yeah, we survived somehow. Can you give me a hand? Sure. Thanks again, pal. Maybe I'll see you again in Lindblum. By then my kids will be born. You'll definitely have to come and see them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Take care. I forget if there's anything in here? I don't think there is. I think we can probably get an encounter here and there if we idle for long enough for whatever reason, but yeah. You do have to come down there though, because if you try to come in here beforehand, the statue actually is like in, like, whatchamacallit. Like over here you can't go anywhere. And if we come over here to the other side, I think we'll see that, like, I forget what it is. It's like you can't, I know you have to, but I forget how it matters. Like, there's like something blocking the way until you get rid of the statue. I swear there is, but I don't remember in what way. A couple chests here, you can get a tent, which is nice. And a Phoenix down. And we can get an encounter, hooray! I really like the, I guess, yeah, I can talk about that. I really like the design of this area. Like, Burmecia is like our first, like, it's a town dungeon, essentially. Right? It's a ruined city, right? And it's really cool. Like, they really take advantage of that with, like, all this cool-looking architecture that's just, like, collapsing in ruins. But we get to see stuff like, look at this room with, like, its little stained glass windows. Like, it looks really cool. Heh, nice. 66999. I'm Mega 6. And if you come over here, wham, chest. More mimics. And yeah, like, Burmecia is also like our first taste, like a longer dungeon, right? We haven't even seen a Moogle yet, right? There's no Moogles at all yet, and it's this long ass dungeon. Well, it's I wouldn't call it long ass, but it's longer, and the enemies here aren't. Well, I mean, I say that, but it's actually been pretty easy so far. Mainly because like Vivi's strong now, you know. That makes a big difference. Anyways, let's speed up the chest first. Yeah, there we go. Now he's casting poison, but since we have antibody on everyone, who cares? Guard. Suck on that. Still an antidote from this guy? Yeah, because of course, he inflicts poison, so of course he has an antidote. Ain't that how it always is? He isn't gonna do damage to Freya, tell me he is. Do damage, please. There we go. Is that attack just really weak? Is that really why? That seems so weird that that would be the case. But maybe that really is just a really weak attack. I don't know. I didn't remember it being some super weak attack, but who knows, man. I forget if that guy has a limit on how many times he can call. I don't think there is, but maybe there is. This is a cool screen too, so we get this like screen where it's like you can see like you can head it over there, but there's also a door. 2 doors on each side. And of course you can get an encounter here. And I'm pointing that out because the encounter rate in this screen isn't super high, so if you just go from door to door pretty efficiently, you won't get an encounter here. But it's uses the same battle background as the stair area from earlier, so you know, no big deal. So we're just gonna run from these guys. We're gonna flee. By the way, a small detail with running is that, unlike in, say, Final Fantasy VII, for example, while stuff is happening, you can't actually, like, successfully run when the ATB bar is not filling. Like, basically, something like that. I forget how it works. It doesn't quite look like that, but it's, like, something to that degree. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, if you walk in here, we get a whole little cutscene here. Is there anything here we can use? The spear. It's pretty light and easy to use. Receive Mithril Spear. Hey, we get a fancy cutscene for our first weapon for Freya. Alright, let's go beat up some black mages. Come on, you know I don't mean you. I know. But, never mind. Vivi. I don't think there's anything else in this room. I think it's just it. I think this is just like armor, yeah. So Freya almost has Dragon Killer learned, but I'm actually going to actually, you know what? Nah, we'll keep the javelin. We've almost learned it, and like the next fight, Freya's damage doesn't really matter that much anyway, so we'll keep it on the down low. Now, however, thankfully we can head over to the other room over here. And finally, there's a Moogle. And if we even open up this chest back here, we get a lightning staff. And hey, look, it's Stiltskin. Wow, look who we have here. Hey, buddy, you want to buy something? So this is the first time we actually encounter Stiltskin roaming around. And every time we encounter Stiltskin, we'll have a deal for us. Here's what I got: soft high potion ether. Do you want to buy them for 333 gil? And like 99, like, well, actually, I shouldn't use that. 100% of the time, his deals are very much worth buying, because they're like, an ether alone is something we can't even buy ethers, and you definitely can't buy them for that cheap because you can sell them for 1,000 gil. So like, that's an awesome deal. Thanks. This will keep me going for another week or so. I can't stand all this rain. What do you want to do, Kupo? And we can give him a letter. Thanks for delivering this letter from Mogki, Kupo. From Mogki to Atla. I heard that Stiltskin is headed in your direction. Kupo. I never met him. Tell me what he's like if you meet him. Kupo. Check and see if he travels with a map of the entire world. And with rare items, like the rumors says. Kupo. Stiltskin is my hero. I'll give you this in exchange for delivery. So now that we've given a Kupo nut to that Moogle, now every time we deliver a letter to any Moogle and we don't have a Kupo nut in our inventory, we'll get a new one. I have a favor to ask, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Monive. Thanks, Kupo. Now, interestingly enough, Atla here has a Mog shop. We can actually buy stuff from him. And he actually has, like, equipment stuff, too. Like, we can buy a needle fork, finally. Along with some other stuff. Let's buy some maggots hats. We can buy some helmets for Freya here. Let's buy a bronze vest. We'll buy some potions. Why not? We'll buy some Phoenix Downs, too. We'll cool it with the other stuff. I mean, I'll buy an extra tent just in case. And we'll go ahead and use that tent that we just picked up to heal our stuff. I believe that lightning staff, like, obviously it should be pretty obvious. It'll teach us Thundar, but it also gives us, I believe, poison? Yeah, there you go. So we can get poison now, too. Do everything that boosts anything other than ice? No, not really. We can get a bronze vest for Vivi to teach him Jelly. You know what? That's probably a good idea. We'll work towards that. And we'll slap him back into the back row now. We've had our fun because the area is almost over anyways. So what else did I buy? Oh yeah, I bought that. Let's go, needle fork, wham! Look how much that just increased. You can see, like, look how useful that would have been if we had stolen that from Zagno, right? That almost doubles Quina's attack, and Quina already had the highest attack stat for a while. It's like, that's really good, as you can imagine. Actually, we can slap the Magician's Robe on Quina, too, if we really want to. You know what, actually, I guess can we buy another... We can buy another thing. So let's buy another bronze vest for Quina, so he can learn Jelly too. Jelly! What else was I buying? Oops, let me check here. We got the needle fork, we got a helmet for Freya, so we'll equip that. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Let's check out what that helmet gives her. She's almost learned level up. Oh, but this gives Dragon Killer. You know what? Well then, hell, I don't need the Mithril Spear, do I? I forgot that gives Dragon Killer. That's awesome. So we basically need to do one more fight, and then we'll get level up on Freya. I'm trying to think here. Well, for this next area, we pretty well. That doesn't really matter, I guess. We'll put Zidane in the back row because spoilers, we're about to fight a boss, and we're definitely gonna be sticking Zidane in the back row, so he's not getting obliterated. Not that it particularly matters, but you know. All right, saving the empty spot here. The vault. So I forget if this is true. I think what it is that if you don't get a nut from this guy, you have to like re-talk to him to get the letter. But I think otherwise it's fine. Or maybe it's that he doesn't ask you to deliver the letter until Stiltskin shows up. I forget what it is. It's one of the two. Jeez, this is terrible. Freya, I'm sorry, but from the looks of it, I don't think the king made it. Talk to her. I don't know what to tell you. We can only hope that the king and the others escaped. Can you redo the dialogue options? Yeah. It's kind of funny. Freya's just like, what the hell? Why did he say that twice? I wonder if Dagger's alright. I don't think Dagger came here. I wonder where she went. Leave her alone. Vivi, let's see what's over here. Freya freaks out and jumps. Freya! There's someone inside the palace! What are you waiting for? Get up here! You make it sound so easy. So I haven't even really talked about this yet, other than like maybe like a quick thing about like Vivi's black magic, but I love that the game integrates gameplay mechanics into the story. Like, Freya's a dragon knight who can jump super high, so of course, during story, she also jumps, like, crazy high all around the place. Like, we see her do this all the time. Like, not just, like, stuff like this, but even when we're just seeing her from, like when we first started jumping around the rooftops of the limo, like, she leaps around like crazy, right? And like, stuff like this pops up all the time, right? Like, Vivi uses fire magic in for like stuff like an ice cave and like during like the cutscenes and stuff, and like it's so cool. Like it seems like such a small thing, but it makes the game feel so much more like real, I guess I should say. Like it isn't just like, you know, like in Final Fantasy VII, right? You have materia and stuff. And the materia can do all this crazy stuff, but like you never really see any of that in actual like story, right? Like black materia and the white materia are like these big things in like the story. But even then, like that's just like story material you can't even use in gameplay. So it's like it's completely separate from each other basically. Whereas here it's like because this game went back to the whole class system of like Vivi's a black mage who uses black magic, Freya's a dragon knight who leaps around, right? Because of that, they can do that without it feeling like, because like here's the thing, like the problem with the whole like the reason why they couldn't do that in Final Fantasy VII, for example, is because it's like if you use like, if they had a thing where it's like you use a materia to use a spell or something or like boost yourself, it's like if you don't have the materia on you, like they would have to basically just make some arbitrary excuse of like, oh, I had the fire materia with this, I just wasn't, you know, it was just like, you know, as a backup, I wasn't gonna use it, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that, for example. So it's cool that can happen. I guess I'll start here. And like, Zidane can jump pretty well too, because he's an agile thief, but obviously not nearly as good as Freya. Come on. Okay. Oh man, I love that. I'm gonna go on ahead. Try to find a way up here. I'll meet you up top. I meet you after I eat food inside Palace. Who is that? Hey look, it's Braun and Beatrix. I knew she was behind all this. What do you mean you knew? I decided to return to Burmecia because I heard rumors that Braun had set her sights on our kingdom. Then that girl standing next to her must be Beatrix, Alexandria's general. That's Beatrix? The cold-blooded knight who knows no mercy. Beatrix. Beatrix? Yes, Beatrix. I hear there are many fierce warriors out in the world, some more powerful than even I. Beatrix of Alexandria in particular. They say her swordsmanship is the best in the land. Sir Fratley, do you still insist on going on your journey? Yes. Please understand, Freya. Right now Burmecia is at peace, while other nations are slowly but surely gaining power. I don't know if my spear alone is enough to protect Burmecia, which is precisely why I must go out into the world. Sir Fratley, I don't think I can live on my own, not without you. Freya, you're going to be fine. Trust your strength, and have faith in your destiny. Once I complete my journey around the world, I will return to Burmecia. Then promise me one more time that you will return. I promise. Fratley, you never came back. You left me with nothing except rumors of your death. I couldn't believe it. I still won't believe it. Never. Not until I witness proof of your death with my own eyes. And I will travel across the world forever if I lust. So, yeah, that's kind of Freya's shtick, is, you know, her long-lost lover. And I love, because I read somewhere, someone mentioned this, and I love the way they described it. Freya is basically what would happen if you took, like, a very, like, a soap opera character and basically made them a Final Fantasy character. Like, that's very much what it feels like. Her little story with Fratley is so, like, soap opera-y. Like, she has a long-lost lover who, you know, went missing. And, you know, and we'll see later, it actually gets even more soap opera-esque. It's kind of crazy. Are you alright? Yes. I was just thinking about the past. You still can't get over him, huh? Who is that? And hey, look, it's a new character. I find this rain quite pleasant. I'm glad that his name is Mystery Man, because otherwise you might mistake him as another woman. It feels as though the raindrops are blessing our victory. That is a great. This is a great victory for us. I can't talk. This is a great victory for us, Kuja. Your black mages made this conquest so simple. My only concern now is finding the king of Burmecia. We must take care of him once and for all, and prevent these rats from ever rising up again. Beatrix, what's taking so long? I don't know, Your Majesty. I've ordered Zone and Thorn to search the perimeter, but there's been no word so far. I will join them and lead the search right away. You're wasting your time. What? Rats often look for new homes when they sense an earthquake. They probably moved to the Sandy Treehouse by now. So you see, it's too late. The king has already turned tail and fled. Sandy Treehouse. Surely you don't mean Clara? It'll be quite difficult if they escape to Clara. Clara. Unless we can get through that sandstorm, it'll be impossible to attack them. Sneaky little rats. Kuja, what do you think? Surely with your powers there must be something you can do. Of course, Your Majesty. I will present you a marvelous display of my power. I am certain that you will be most pleased. I was wondering if you would gather your troops near Clara. I am certain those filthy rats will retaliate in full force, and my black mages may not be enough. Sounds like we got trouble. That sinister man, who is he? Beats me, I've never seen him before. Well, it sounds like they're going to Clara. I always wondered why they called it, or people called it, the City of Illusion. I don't know, either. Clara has remained in isolation for 100 years. If my people escape to there, they'll be safe, at least for a while. What's this place like? The people of Clara are originally from Burmecia. Long ago, they severed ties with Burmecia over a trivial conflict. Now the kingdom is at peace, shielded by a large sandstorm. Look, there's someone else coming! What is he thinking? Jeez, he's gonna get killed! This is just Burmesian soldier. Burmecia will never fall! Prepare to die! You wish to fight me, Beatrix of Alexandria? But Beatrix? I commend your courage, but I will show you no mercy. Hold it! You'll have to deal with us first. We'll take care of this. Go find the king. Protect him with your life. Thank you, Freya. Ha ha ha! I've never been so humiliated in my life. I once killed 100 knights single-handedly. To me, you two are nothing more than insects. Hey, we get to fight Beatrix! We saw her a few times, at the start of the game, but we haven't seen her in a while. So she boasts that she once killed a single knight 100 knights single-handedly. The thing is with that description is that she kinda can back it up. Because she does some fat damage right now. So we're gonna try to slow her immediately before anything go crazy happens. And now we can see our new skill, Raise Wind from Freya. Casts regen on all party members. So now we actually have some basic way to heal, basically. Basically, I just said basically a lot, but how many times do I say basically in the last minute? A lot. Quintus just barely doesn't have enough MP for Mighty Guard right now, which is unfortunate. But we can at least cast... we'll cast Vanish on Zidane because he's stealing. You want to steal stuff? Thing is that this Beatrix fight has one particular quirk associated with it that's very infamous. And that is that this is the first fight in the game, or the first boss in the game that has a 1 in 256 steal. It's a Mithril sword that Steiner and can use. And like the Mithril sword isn't even particularly like that great of a steal. Like you can buy one not that long after this. And the thing is that the 1 in 256 steal means that getting this steal is like ludicrously impossible. Hey, she attacked him. Perfect. Well, let's start walloping on her. Check out this damage Vivi's about to pull off though with that, bam! Look at that, 700 damage. That's some fat damage. I guess until anything crazy happens, we'll just have... Ow, Quina defend. I wonder if... We've already seen two... She has a normal attack, and then she also has another attack. Thing is that Beatrix, even though we have slow on her, Beatrix is really fast. Even with slow, she's gonna be faster than... Like, she's gonna be, like, equal speed with us, basically. Here's Shock! And Vivi's just dead. He just took more than his full health and damage. Shock is... Beatrix's strongest attack, and it is insane at this point in the game. As you can see here, She just did 600 damage, and as you can see, that one-shots everyone. There is no way around that. That is a ludicrously strong attack. And it is magic damage, so we can't even, like, back row defend it. There is no way to get around it. That does insane damage, and it's non-elemental, so you're just, like, every time that hits, you just die. Like, even with the Magician Robe on Vivi and a bunch of stuff, Vivi will die. Unless you're really high level at this point, you'll generally just die. Speaking of which... 700 frickin' damage, dude. Like, that is some damage. I guess we can toss out a Pumpkinhead Quina. At this point, what does it matter? Everyone's just dying one anyways. This is why it's a good idea to have a bunch of Phoenix Downs for these fights, because, especially for a fight like this where the boss just kind of consistently keeps killing you. And she's dead again. Thunder Slash is actually an electric attack, so whoever has the core wing can actually get healed by that. I don't remember who has it right now, though, is the thing. I think Vivi has it, which is unfortunate because she's not using it on him. We'll wait to use Magic Hammer until later, because as you can see, she's not really using stuff that has... Like, none of her spells cost any MP, I believe, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, since Thunder Slash can heal, you might as well jump with Freya, just so there's a higher chance that Vivi might actually get healed. Anyways, let's tackle these two and try to steal some stuff from her. I forget what else she has. I think she has one other steal other than the Mithril Sword. I don't think we saw. Maybe not, though. Maybe that's all she has left. But yeah, don't ever really expect to reasonably have a good chance to get that sword. Ah! This is why I bought all those Phoenix Downs. And there's actually a reason why I'm not really committing too much to doing damage to her. Because, yeah, after Beatrix attacks 10 times, you're no match for me. She'll hit the party with Stock Break, reduce our HP to 1, and the battle ends. And this is why, ignorant fools, this is why her 1 in 256 steal is insane, because not only do you have to get that 1 in 256 steal, but you have to do it before she attacks you too much, or else the battle just ends. You can't even stall forever. Even if you have 99 Phoenix Downs, you can't. You only have a very small time frame to get it. Like, that Mithril Sword is insane to get. How ridiculously weak. Isn't there anyone who is worthy of facing me? Come, Beatrix, we must prepare to attack Clara. Yes, Your Majesty. Now, what do we have here? Another filthy rat and... this boy could become a problem. Disc change. You want to save again? Hell yeah! We just reached the end of Disc 1! Got a sweet FMV with Kuja flying off on his dragon. By the way, fun fact, that's one of 2 FMVs in the whole game that has Freya in it. So, that's kind of a funny little thing. And yeah, originally I was gonna do like a little thing where I was gonna be do a kind of just like a talking point, but this has already been going on for long enough. It's late. And so I'm going to change it, so I'm going to do all my stuff at the start of next episode where we talk about a bunch of stuff. We can get some little previews of what Disc 2 is going to have in store for us. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this part. See you guys later.